There is no denying that the Earth is a sphere. A sphere full of speculation. Regardless of which part of the world you are situated in, the Earth never fails at compelling us to wonder, what was that? Yes, mysterious places are spread out around the globe like particles in a liquid. No matter where you are, you will always find places near you that are hard to be explained, and they're called mysterious places. That's right, everyone. Today's video is all about the top 10 most mysterious places here on Earth. Take a moment to hit the subscribe button so that we can dive in. Bermuda Triangle. According to the New York Times, other names that have been used to refer to the Bermuda Triangle include Limbo of the Lost, the Twilight Zone, and Hoodoo Sea. Bermuda Triangle is also known as Devil's Triangle. It is a mysterious place where ships and aircrafts have been missing for over the past 500 years. The territory of Bermuda Triangle consists of Florida, Miami, United States, and the American territory of Puerto Rico, with vertices in a way that make the region appear as a triangle. The Bermuda Triangle is said as a haunted place. Although its boundaries are not universally agreed upon, its estimated area range is between 500,000 and 1.5 million square miles. Endless stories of this destination have been floated for a long time. The unusual disappearances in the Bermuda Triangle appeared in an article published on September 17, 1950, in the Miami Herald by Edward Von Winkle Jones. 2 years later, a short article, Sea Mystery at Our Door Back by George Sand, was published in Fate magazine, covering the loss of several planes and ships, including the loss of Flight 19, in December 1945 on a training mission. Ellen W. Ecker, author of American Legion magazine, wrote that the flight leader had been heard saying, "We're entering white water. Nothing seems right. We don't know where we are. The water is green, now white." In February 1964, Vincent Gaddis wrote an article called The Deadly Bermuda Triangle, saying Flight 19 and other disappearances were part of a pattern of strange events in the region. The Bermuda Triangle has been the site of a number of high-profile and still mysterious naval and aviation disappearances. The fact that the area within the Bermuda Triangle is heavily trafficked could account for some of the mystery. Any region with lots of ships going through is bound to see more accidents than a place with less activity. Another fact is that the Bermuda Triangle mostly faced hurricanes, so it is not hard to say why ships and airplanes sink there. Some scientists have suggested that ship sinkings in the Bermuda Triangle could be due to massive bubbles released from undersea methane deposits. The seafloor in the region is known to contain large pockets of gas that could be released suddenly, turning the ocean into a frothy soap that swallows ships. Exploring the Bermuda Triangle's history, it is revealed that many incidents coincide with adverse weather conditions. Mechanical failures, human error, and navigation challenges are some other factors that cause disasters in the Bermuda Triangle. Easter Island. It's a tiny island located in the South Pacific Ocean. Easter Island has been shrouded in mystery for decades. It comes under the territory of Chile. Its area is 163.6 square kilometers. It is a remote volcanic island in Polynesia. Its native name is Rapa Nui. It's famous for archaeological sites, including 900 monumental statues called Maui, created by inhabitants during the 13th and to 16th centuries. Easter Island must be one of the greatest mysteries of human civilization. Many theories have been formed over the years about where the original inhabitants came from, why they built hundreds of monumental statues called Maui, and how they transported them. The world is fascinated by the creation of these statues, not only for the impressive size and quantity of them, but also for the circumstances under which they were built. This small island had very limited resources, not much drinking water, no cattle, and no metal. The statues were transported to their final location several kilometers across hilly terrain. In 1722, the first European visitors, the Dutch, named it Passeland, Easter Island, in memory of their own day of arrival. The small and hilly island is not part of a sunken landmass, but is a typical oceanic high island, formed by volcanoes rising from the seafloor. In the early 21st century, Easter Island experienced increasing coastal erosion because of rising sea levels, which also threatened various archaeological sites. As tourism became a more common part of Easter Island society since the 1990s and people travel from all over the world to see this unique culture, there has been an increased pride in the cultural Rapa Nui identity. Today, most newborns that are Rapa Nui are given Rapa Nui names, and parents try to speak the native language to their children as much as possible. During the 1980s and before, most babies were given Spanish names, and parents often made an effort to teach their children Spanish, even if this was their weaker language. The Rapa Nui climate is subtropical. It is often windy. Being located quite a bit below the equator, Rapa Nui isn't as agonizingly hot as Tahiti sometimes can be. Most find the Rapa Nui climate moderate and quite pleasant. During summer, the temperature is around 25 degrees Celsius and winter is around 19 degrees Celsius. At night, it gets quite cold. Rapa Nui locals today live in houses with windows and doors. The town of Hangaroa has electricity generated by diesel engines, though it cuts around once a week for a couple of hours because of failure or maintenance. Internet access is limited and slow, and is only available in the town center. Official languages are Spanish and Rapa Nui. Mount Roraima, Venezuela. It is located at the junction of Brazil, Guyana, and Venezuela. Mount Roraima is famous for its prehistoric ecology, which sustains plants and animals found nowhere else in the world. On top of the mountain grow various types of forests with a wide variety of orchid, bromeliad, and carnivorous plant species. The animal diversity consists of insects, birds, toads, and also small reptiles and mammals like mice. This is the oldest place on Earth, estimated to be over 2 billion years old. Many consider it to be one of the oldest geological formations on Earth. Mount Roraima is 9 miles long and 2,810 miles tall at its highest point, with 400-meter cliffs on each side of the plateau. Mount Roraima was the first major tepui in the world to be climbed in 1884 when Everard Thurn trekked up a forested hill. This trail is the only easy way up, following a natural staircase-like route on the Venezuelan side. Other routes do exist, though and are extremely difficult and require technical rock climbing experience. Mount Roraima can be climbed at any time of during the year, though most people prefer to visit during the dry season, which runs from December to April. Machu Picchu, Peru. Machu Picchu has become one of the most popular tourist destinations in the world. There is a vast literature published about this place. Everything that can be said about the wonder of the world is surrounded by mysteries. There are many mysteries about Machu Picchu, including who to credit for the ancient citadel's construction more than 2,400 meters above sea level. Another great mystery of Machu Picchu is how it was built without the wheel. Moreover, the stones fit together so tightly that not even the slightest crack can be seen between them, which is essential for the earthquake-prone zone. A great mystery of Machu Picchu involves the fact that it may have never been forgotten at all. Machu Picchu, one of its most outstanding architectural works. The discovery of Machu Picchu occurred in 1911. However, the mysterious constructions of Machu Picchu are still under investigation. In 2010, French researchers David Crespi and Thierry Jamin claimed to have discovered in Machu Picchu a secret door covered with stones where a very important royal tomb would be found. The classic Inca Trail to Machu Picchu is considered one of the best hiking trails on the planet. Due to the high demand for tours, it is recommended to buy 6 or 7 months in advance. If mysteries were ranked, Machu Picchu would be on the top of the list. This Incan site, destination for millions of tourists, archaeologists, and researchers each year, is one of the biggest enigmas of Incan culture. Its mesmerizing view has prompted hundreds of unanswered questions about this civilization. And that brings us to the end of this video. What are your thoughts? Feel free to share them in the comments below. Before leaving, take a moment to hit the like and subscribe buttons and ring the bell icon to stay tuned.